Hi, this is Sue Glenn. I teach ecology, botany, environmental science, and I also am the faculty advisor for the Anime Club at Rowan College at South Jersey. And I'm just going to give you my few tips for new students. One of the things that I would say is to plan ahead, and you've probably heard this from everyone. And so I have some ideas about how to sort of avoid some foreseeable problems. One is to set up a planner and make sure that you've put down what you're going to work on each week. I would each Saturday just set up your planner for the next week and make sure that you have set aside enough time for everything you're trying to do. The next thing that I would think about is adding in your deadlines when you get your syllabi for your courses. Print off your syllabi and then put in the deadlines for when you have lab reports due or when you have tests or quizzes. And that way you don't miss something because with an online environment, missing deadlines is probably the biggest thing that sneaks up on you. It's very easy to lose track. And so make sure you put reminders, and then that way your phone will alert you to when you've got something coming up. The other thing I would suggest is to check the weather. And it seems silly because you're working online. Why am I checking the weather? But if you see that there's storms coming up sometime next week and you know that your house tends to lose power or loses Wi-Fi during these periods, plan ahead, get the stuff done early. And that way you know that if it does hit, you're going to be in a better situation and that you're not going to panic and worry, is my professor going to change a deadline or am I going to miss a deadline because I don't have any internet? So go ahead and plan ahead as far as making sure you have the time and that you know what's coming up. Communication is the key, and it's not as spontaneous when you're in an online environment. So sometimes you do have to make the effort. Email, use the discussion boards to ask questions or give each other feedback on discussion boards, and also use the time set up with Zoom. Whether your course is live online or not, you probably have Zoom meetings available to you, and take advantage of those. So make sure you ask the questions that you have in a timely manner. Don't leave things till like 10 minutes before something's due and you don't understand it. If you find a missing link on your online material or a broken link, make sure you let your professor know. They probably don't know. We check our links when we set things up, and then we might check them the week of, but then things happen and it might glitch. So make sure you let them know. Some students find having problems submitting assignments online, and make sure that you let your professor know you're having a difficult time and they can help get you the help that you need. One of the major problems is people submitting files with the wrong format. So read the instructions carefully. If you are using a Mac, e-learning doesn't accept dot pages formats. You have to convert that to a dot doc or a dot RTF, something that's going to actually work within our system. So you don't want to get zero on an assignment because you've submitted it in the wrong format, or that it wasn't actually submitted and that you actually didn't have the assignment pop up. So make sure that you communicate these problems sooner rather than later. And that way there's time for your professor to get your email and then respond to it and try to find a solution to your problem. A good college experience is not just a series of Zooms. There's a lot of other things available to you. But when you do have your Zoom sessions, just some tips. Get dressed and put your camera on, and that way you're going to be more engaged. And when you're engaged and interested in what's going on, then probably your instructor is going to be more engaged and interested as opposed to feeling like there's nobody out there. Take notes because in the Zoom you're getting sort of useful information, and you might be seeing things that are being explained in a way that's not explained well in the lecture video, or not explained well in the textbook, but you're getting sort of a different explanation. So take notes, have your paper and pencil ready, and ask questions in the Zoom. Don't feel like you're going to annoy everyone. It's important to make sure you take the opportunity to get your questions answered. But also, there's other reasons you're at college. You're making contacts, you're getting other information, you're being exposed to new ideas. So make sure that you are aware that your time here, you can accomplish more than just taking class. Um, Clubs will be having online activities, and make sure that you find out about what's going on. We have science clubs, and make sure that you're meeting other students that way. Interact with the faculty. Often we have office hours available online, or drop an email and ask, can we Zoom and talk about this because I'm interested in this field. Your advisors will help make sure that you're selecting the classes that are going to transfer, that they're going to be taking you in the right direction. And not all courses are offered every semester, so your advisors are usually more aware of that. And for example, organic chemistry is not offered in every semester for organic 2. You might just find that in the spring, or ecology is only offered in the fall, and might not be offered other times of the year. And also talk to your peers. So make contacts when you have the opportunities in class. In Zooms, we can do breakout rooms if you want to meet other students. So make sure that you get an opportunity to make those contacts, and have some fun. I'm excited about the fall semester and the things that I've got plans, and hopefully you will have a good time too.